What's up, YouTube? It's your friend Miriam, aka Lucky Number 78, and I'm here with an unboxing I was looking forward to. Unfortunately, I actually filmed the entire unboxing, and the video had no audio, and it cut intermittently, and it just was a train wreck, and not the good kind with Amy Schumer. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a recap of the box without actually being able to show you my surprise and enjoyment of the box. But that's alright, that's what a lot of people do for their whole shtick. It's just not my thing. But this is your toy box. And, your toy box is monthly subscription. There is no discount for subscribing for multiple months. It's $25 a month no matter what. And it gives you a quiz with over 100 options, and you tell, it's a guy, Trevor Taylor, and you tell him what kind of toys you're interested in, and he sends you a subscription box based on those interests. So I selected quite a few, and without spoiling anything, let's see what's inside. You can see toys. Now, first thing we have here is a Lego monkey. All of the toys came in these little bags with labels. Unfortunately, I threw away most of these since I didn't expect to have to go through them again. But the Lego monkey is actually pretty cool. He's really cute. He's got a cute little face, and he's got 4 articulated limbs, each ending in a little Lego hand. I wish they had done something with the tail, but it's still really cute. So, it's a relatively low ticket item. I mean, it's probably on the high end gonna cost you $3, but it's really cute. I did check off that I like Lego. I might want to go back and change that, honestly, because I expected like a small set every so often. I didn't expect minifigures, which are essentially worth nothing, and I've gotten minifigures both months. This is the second month that I've gotten this box. So I'm not pleased with that, honestly. And speaking of, here's the second item I pulled out. The Lego minifigure. So generic, it just says Lego minifigure. I'm not particularly pleased with that. He does appear to be like a bank teller. He's wearing mostly green, and he's wearing a vest with a $sign on it. He has a very generic head. He's a Lego bank teller. He's just a really generic Lego minifigure. And if you build a lot of Legos, it's always good to have a lot of figures, but I mean, you can get these anywhere for a couple dollars at most. Next up, we got a timely toy. It's a Princess Leia, which I believe... Oh man, that is really washed out. I believe this is Leia from the 6th movie. What happened to the lights all of a sudden? That's better. But, yeah, the body is sculpted quite well, and the hair is sculpted quite well. The face is sculpted pretty, rudimentary, in a pretty rudimentary manner, and the face painting is just stupid. I wish you could see this better. because the face looks like it was painted by a very small child with very shaky hands. It's copyright 2009 Lucasfilm Limited, or LFL, as these toys are usually stamped. So as much as I love Leia, I mean, the only way this is really worth anything to me is if someone who's really good comes in and repaints the face. Because it's literally just two brown eyes with brown rims and brown eyelashes looking in different directions, and that's it. There's two, literally, lines for eyebrows, and that's all the paint on the face. It looks really bad. There is a really nice metallic paint for her necklace and belt. And really the body is painted pretty well, so there's no excuse for that face, really. But, so that's 3 really lackluster items in a box that only gives you 7 to 10 items. The next thing is, to me, the real sore spot of the box. It's a miniature Power Ranger. And Power Rangers, you know, a large portion of the reason I subscribe to this box is because I love Power Rangers, and there's not a Power Rangers subscription box. I love subscription boxes, so that leaves me at kind of a disadvantage. Here's the problem. This Power Ranger is pretty cool. But if I'm not mistaken, I already have him already. And that's okay. That's okay. Getting duplicates of toys you already have is, you know, not a bad thing. But here's the thing. If it is indeed the toy that I think it is, it was a party favor in 1993. Now here's the thing. It originally cost $276. I purchased it last month, or month before last, for $250 for the set of 4. If that's really the only Power Ranger item I'm getting, then, and it's literally something that costs less than what I would get out of a quarter machine, well, you know, a quarter machine that takes 3 or 4 quarters, that's really shameful. And that makes the box, that makes that element of the box not worth it to me. Now, this is the first time that I've ever been negative about a subscription box. Usually, even on the boxes I haven't liked, the Villains Loot Crate, I have been, you know, I've had energy, I've been happy. I've been enjoying the kid on Christmas feel of opening the box. Those 4 items leave me feeling disappointed. I don't get disappointed a lot. I don't judge things a lot. I tend to like things. If I'm not liking something, something's wrong. And that's 4 out of a box that gives 7 to 10 items that are bad items. That's not good. And the way that they're packaged, they're clearly not meant to be filler. And also that they count toward the item. That's scary. That's dangerous for the future of the box. Let's move on. One of my surprise favorites in the box is this Pokemon, whose name I actually don't know. But he looks like he's in the Electabuzz evolutions. Really cool. He's got articulation in both halves of his tail, which have a really nice red tip. He's got some really nice painting on his face, which again is a little hard to see. A lot hard to see. His arms are articulated as well. And his legs are articulated. So, this is copyrighted 2007, so I assume it's whatever game was new in 2007. And it is really well sculpted, really well painted. It's Jack specific rather than Takara Tomy, so I'm actually surprised I like it so much. But yeah, if somebody can tell me like any background on this figure, I don't know anything about it. But it's surprisingly high quality, and even though I don't usually like later Pokemon designs as well as earlier Pokemon designs, not saying I'm a first genner, don't go at me. I like all Pokemon, but I tend to think the designs were more creative nearer the beginning. But somebody tell me what this is. It's adorable. So that's a really exciting item. So that's 4 for the negative, 1 for the positive. Now here is the one true middle ground if we're going negative positive. And that is the Uhura from Star Trek, but it's the Star Trek the movie version, and it's the 1990s release. Now what's cool about this figure is that it came on the card in the original package, and I did take it out of the package because it's hard to display things on the card, and also it's not a very valuable figure, so there's no reason to keep it in the package. Now, it comes with a nice stand. It was clearly made for collectors. Peg in the stand. But it has Uhura in this awful, awful jumpsuit. She's a lieutenant now. The jumpsuit looks bad and isn't painted, so it's like the worst of both worlds. But the details that are painted incredibly well, including the comm badge and her face, which the sculpt doesn't really look like her, but it's well painted. So I love Star Trek. I've never seen Star Trek the motion picture. I've heard it's awful from multiple sources. But I can't get over how bad this beige jumpsuit looks. The cool things, are the new and packaged condition, and that it's a character I love. And it comes with a slightly longer than normal trading card length Lieutenant Uhura trading card, the way that all of these came. And just for scale, here's a normal trading card. And you can see just how much more height that Uhura card has on the baseball card. So that's cool. That's pretty nice. That also came with some accessories, including a wrist communicator. They all look the same, by the way. Wrist communicator, a pad, which is the precursor to the iPad, and a tricorder. It also came with a piece to build a droid or something. No, droid is a Star Wars thing. Sorry. But I don't know, a satellite or something. If you collected the whole set from Star Trek the Motion Picture in the mid-90s, you could build a thing. As it functions, it's like a futuristic basketball hoop or a ring. So that's that. That's a real mix. And the problem is, I see these things routinely for $5 or under at comic shops and garage sales. So it's, again, very low value. The next thing is arguably the big ticket item. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to test it yet because I've been lazy. Well, no, that's not true. I've been busy. I've had to work. I've been adulting. But it is Mary, Kate, and Ashley Get a Clue, which is a cute movie. I watched it with my roommates my junior year of college, so relatively recently. And my best friend growing up had all the Mary-Kate and Ashley games, and I always wanted them. And for whatever reason, I just decided I wasn't enough of a fan, even though I wanted the games, and I never bought one. So this is my first Mary-Kate and Ashley game, which, for a 90s girl, that's pretty exciting. They look about 12, it's original Game Boy, but I think it's the kind of Game Boy game where you put it in the Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy Color interpreted some colors. I think. I haven't tried it yet, but that kind of situation was always cool. So that's nice. That would probably run around $5 in a shop. In a game shop, might be marked up some at some, but where I shop for games, this would be between $5 and $8, I think. So that's nice. That's fun. Now here's the thing about this box. It's such a crapshoot. Here's the last item. And I saved it for last because it is maybe the best item I got out of either this month or last month's Your Toy Box. Despite my enthusiasm and enjoyment of last month's Your Toy Box and my disappointment with this month's Your Toy Box. It's Togepi from Pokemon, and he is so cute. He looks like Togepi from the show, or Togepi from the game. I don't know what's going on with the light in here. I'm definitely gonna mess with that later. But, you can see him sort of better when I cuddle him. He's got the little arms, the little feet. The feet are articulated, sort of. They rotate. And it's made out of like a vinyl type of plastic. Like a sofubi. It's got Japanese writing on the bottom. It says 1998 Tomy. So I think this either came out when the first or second movie came out, or just when Gold and Silver came out. So that's nice. It's cute, it's collectible, and it's something that has meaning for me, which is what Your Toy Box is supposed to be about. It's also high quality, like real high quality for this kind of toy, which probably didn't cost that much originally. It's got these eyes, these details, all of that is painted on, but it's also sculpted in. So it gives it this really nice premium feel. That's true of all of these little red and blue designs on the eggshell as well. Which just kicks it up a notch, just makes it feel like a more premium toy. So honestly, for me, this is like a $10 to $15 toy. And that's what I'd be willing to pay for it if I saw it, and I didn't already have one because of Your Toy Box. This is the winner of maybe both months. This is something that I will display when I have shelves, and, I'm getting shelves. See my bare wall behind me aside from my Mega Man poster. I will display this toy, and I will play with it. Now that's a really hard balance to strike, a toy that you want to both display and play with. So, here's my issue with Your Toy Box. Let's say, given the values I gave, which were pretty generous, I think it would usually cost less than that. A subscription box, ideally, gives you more than your value, gives you more than you paid for, because if it didn't, there would be no reason to use the subscription box. It wouldn't be an advantage over going on eBay and being like, I want this thing, I'll get this thing. The subscription box is useless if you don't get your value at least. I'm not sure I got my value in this box. Never mind that I didn't like some of the items. If I wanted to buy these items, if I wanted to buy the 4 of the 8 items that I liked, I don't know if I would have gotten my value. Even if I add the 4 that I didn't like, I don't know. I suspect that these 8 items do not add up to $25. That's really bad. That's like the cardinal sin of subscription boxes. And I very much considered canceling my subscription right away. Because this one, it's on my own money. It's on, the funds I make from work. It's taking out of future rent or car payments or food budget. This is the box, that I'm gambling on because it's such an exciting idea. And if they can't give me my money's worth, that's really bad. That's especially bad for me. So I really considered, when I opened this box, cutting my losses, unsubscribing from your toy box. Because I go to garage sales, I go to Goodwill, I go to Target, I go to Walmart. I look at toys whenever I shop, even at Walgreens or CVS, places where you're going for a specific purpose, gas stations, whatever. So I can get toys. That's not a problem. What is a problem is paying $25 for $14 to $20 worth of toys. That's really bad. So, even though I really like this toy, and I also really like the other Pokemon toy, and I like the game, and I like the Uhura, this box is like a 3 out of 10, and that might be generous. So I'm really sorry to be so down about this box, but that's just my honest opinions. Those are just my honest opinions, and I welcome your opinions as viewers, and maybe even as toy collectors. Do you disagree? Do you agree? I mean, what is your experience with this box? Please comment below, anything pertinent. I'd love to hear from y'all. Questions, comments, concerns, reactions, feelings about this box that I felt very disappointed in. So yeah, I do look forward to hearing back from you, and I do thank you very much for watching. Please like, it does really help me, and subscribe if you haven't already, that helps even more. A comment is actually even better, though. For me, I love hearing back through comments. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll watch again. And until that time, stay beautiful. Peace.